to our master teachers, our principal, and of course to you learners, good morning! Welcome to Mathematics 5. I'm your teacher for today, Arona C. Antero.
I have two letters in here, A and B. You select. What's your choice? It's either A or B. If your choice is A, you solve the mathematical sentence.
3, 2, 1.
And if your choice is B, solve also for the given mathematical sentence.
3, 2, 1.
Look at your answers now. Let's try to check. If your answer is 76 and 45 tenths, you got the correct answer. If your answer in letter B is 2 and 68 hundredths, wow! How did you get the correct answers in the given equation? How are we going to add decimals? Very good. To add decimals, we align the decimal point of the numbers, then add. How are we going to subtract decimals?
Excellent.
To subtract decimals, we align the decimal point of the numbers in the digit according to its place value, then subtract affix zeros after the decimals if needed. I have here a problem. So let's read. Mother Lolita went to the pharmacy to buy the things they need every time they will go out. She bought 2 boxes face masks amounting to 119 pesos and 50 centavos, 10 pieces face mask worth 113 and 25 centavos, and 1 bottle alcohol amounting to 139 and 75 centavos. She gives 1,000 pesos to the cashier as her payment. How much was the change of Mother Lolita? Let's try to analyze the problem. Where did Mother Lolita go? Very good. Mother Lolita went to the pharmacy. What are the things that she bought?
Awesome.
Yes, she bought face mask, face shield, and an alcohol. Why did Mother Lolita buy those things?
Bought.
Yes, Mother Lolita bought those things for their safety. So for our safety, today, we need to always wear our face mask properly, use our face mask properly whenever we will go out. So always remember to follow the standard health protocol, that is wearing and using our face mask properly for us to be safe with the virus that is in our community today, that is the COVID-19. So aside from wearing face masks, we should also apply alcohol every now and then, and also observe physical distancing for us to be always safe. Now let's go back to the problem. How are we going to solve the problem? So this is our lesson for today. Solving routine or non-routine problems involving addition and subtraction of decimals. So at the end of the module or of the lesson, you should be able to solve routine or non-routine problems involving addition and subtraction of decimal numbers, including money, using appropriate problem solving strategies and tools. So let's go now to our lesson. In solving word problems, we follow the 4 steps process which was formulated by Polya. So we have step 1. Understand the problem. How are you going to understand the problem? Letter A, what does the problem wants us to know? Okay. Ano ang gusto niyang malaman? Why is it a problem? That is the first step that you need to know. Then, what are the given facts that will help us answer the problem? Or these are the given information in the word problem. Then letter C, what is or are the hidden questions that will help us answer the question. Then after understanding the problem, you already have letter A, letter B, and letter C. You go now to step 2. That is, make a plan. How are you going to make a plan? Letter A, what operation are we going to use? When we say operation, these are the 4 basic operations. What are those? We have addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So you try to understand the problem, then pag naintindihan mo, you make a plan now. That's the time you are going to decide if what operation are you going to use. Then letter B, what is the number sentence? Using the given informations, using the operation, you now formulate your number sentence. So for example, you are going to add, what are the numbers that you are going to add? That is for step 1 and step 2. So step 3, we go now to carry out the plan. When we say carry out the plan, you apply now what is your plan in step 2. So it's either you are going to add or you are going to subtract using your number sentence. That is step 3. Then after you perform already your plan, you go now to step 4. You are going to look back. Is our or is your answer correct? By how? How are you going to do that? You check your answer. So if you've done addition, how are you going to check? You apply the opposite of addition, that is subtraction. If you have done subtraction, you apply the opposite, that is addition. Okay, so we go to the example. So let's go back to the problem that we have read a while back, all about mother. Here is our problem. So Mother Lolita went to the pharmacy to buy things they need every time they will go out. She bought 2 boxes face masks amounting to 119 pesos and 50 centavos, 10 pieces face mask worth 113 pesos and 25 centavos, and 1 bottle alcohol amounting to 139 pesos and 75 centavos. She gives 1,000 pesos to the cashier as her payment. How much was the change of Mother Lolita? So that is our problem now. So what are we going to do? Applying the steps that we have discussed a while ago, what is the first step? We understand the problem. So letter A, what is asked? What is being asked in our problem? So the problem wants us to know if how much is the change of Mother Lolita. So what is being asked? The change of Mother Lolita. Now, we already know what is being asked. So, we go to letter B. How are we going to answer the question now? So, what are the given facts or given information that will help us answer the problem? So, what are the things that are mentioned in the problem? So, we have the face mask, isn't it? How many face masks? There are 2 boxes. How much? We have 119 and 50 centavos. Aside from face mask, we also have face shields. how many? We have 10 pieces. And how much? That is 113 and 25 centavos. Aside from that, we also have alcohol. So mother bought an alcohol amounting to 139 and 75 centavos. So those are the things that mother bought. Then it was also mentioned that she gives 1,000 pesos to the cashier. That is the money of mother. So these are the given facts in our problem. So with the help of the given facts, we are ready now to solve our problem.
3, 2,
We go
1.
to step 2. What are we going to do? Make a plan. So how are we going to do that? Okay, we are going to think if what operation are we going to use. So in our problem, it was mentioned that mother bought 3 items. That is the amount of the alcohol, the face mask, and the face shield. So what are we going to do with the amount? We are going to add. So how much was the total amount that she bought? Then after that, we are going to subtract the amount from the 1,000 pesos that she gave to the cashier.
3, 2,
Next step,
1.
that is step 3. We already have the plan. So what are we going to do with the plan in step 3? Carry out the plan. How are we going to carry out the plan? We are going to solve. Okay, so first step, we add all the amount. That is 119 and 50 centavos, 113 and 25 centavos, and 139 and 75 centavos. So in here, you are going to apply the rule that you have learned on how to add decimals. Align the decimal point. So it was already aligned. Then after that, you add. So how much was the total amount that she bought? Mother bought, we have 372 pesos and 50 centavos. Now, what are we going to do? We are going to subtract now the total amount from the money that she gave to the cashier. So how much is the money of mother? We have 1,000 pesos less the total amount that she bought, that is 372 and 50 centavos. So again, you apply the rule in subtracting decimals. Always align the decimal point. So how much was the money of the mother left, or how much was her change? That is 627 pesos and 50 centavos. That is now the answer of the problem that is being asked in our worded problem. So the question there is, the problem wants us to know if how much was the change of mother, or the money that was left. So that is 627 and 50 centavos. Now we go to the fourth step.
3, 2,
Fourth step.
1.
Okay, so let's try to check now if our answer is correct. So step 4, look back. Is our answer correct? How? By checking. So what are we going to do? We need to get the amount that is 1,000 pesos. So what are we going to add? The total amount that mother bought, that is 372 and 50 centavos. And her change, that is 627 and 50 centavos. Then you add. So what is the sum now of 372.50 and 627.50? Yes, we have 1,000 pesos. So we can say now that our answer is correct. So we have 4 steps. We repeat, 4 steps. We go to understand. You make a plan. You carry out your plan. Then, what is the last step? Look back or check your answer. Aside from the 4 steps that I have discussed, we also have different strategies that we can use in solving the worded problem. We can use finding the pattern, making a table, drawing a picture or block model, working backward. We have trial and error. You are going to guess and check, and finding keywords or clue words. Let's go to example number 2. So the length of a ribbon is 1 2/800 meters. The length of a rope is 2 7/400 meter longer than the ribbon. What is the length of the rope? So in example number 2, we try to analyze the problem, then think of the strategy that we can use. So for me, we can use the drawing. We can illustrate the given. So in here, it was mentioned that we have a ribbon and also a rope. So we are going to illustrate the measurement of the ribbon. That is 1 28 meters. Then the rope is 2 74 meters longer than the ribbon. So let's try to look at the illustration in here. So by looking at the illustration, we can use, now we can say that we are going to use addition. By looking at the illustration in here, what are we going to add? We have 1 28 meters plus 2 74 meters. That will give us the total length of the rope. So we are going to do addition. Example number 3. Okay, so let us read. A pail holds 5 2/10 liters of water. A bottle holds 3 9/10 liters, less water than the pail. What is the volume of water in the bottle? How are we going to solve again the problem? We can use again the different strategies that we have learned. We have mentioned. So look at the illustration in here. So you illustrate the pail and also the bottle. So the pail, what is the measurement of the water? That is 5 21. Then we have the bottle, that is, we don't know. So from the word less, meaning to say there is a missing part. So you look at the illustration. How are we going to get now the volume of the water? So by looking at the illustration, it was illustrated that the pail can hold 5.21 liters of water. So na-illustrate doon. Then, the bottle can only hold 3.91 liters less the water from the pail. So meaning to say, what operation are we going to use? Yes, very good. We are going to use subtraction. So 5.21 less 3.91, that will give us 1.3 liters of water. That is now the volume of water in the bottle. Going back with example number 2. In example number 3, we have used the block model approach to solve the problem involving subtraction in addition of decimals. But there are many strategies as what we have mentioned a while back. So in your scrap paper, you try to answer what is being asked. In here, what step are you going to use? You are going to use the Polya process. Step 1, understand. Step 2, make a plan. Step 3, carry out the plan. Then step 4, you look back. So the problem says a pair of sports shoes cost 308 pesos and 35 centavos. Wally has saved only 189 pesos and 50 centavos. How much does he still need to buy the shoes? Okay, you apply what we have discussed. I will give you 3 minutes to answer the problem.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So you try to check your answers. So step 1, we understand. So what is being asked in the problem? Okay, very good. The amount he still need to buy the shoes. That is the problem. Then how are we going to solve? What are the given problems? We have 308 pesos and 35 centavos. That is the cost of the shoes. Then we have 189 and 50. That is the money that Wally saved. Then the hidden question in there is the word how much does he still need to buy. Then after that, you already have the information that you need. You go now to planning. So you plan what operation will be used. So from the word how much does he still need? So what operation are we going to use? We are going to subtract. What are we going to subtract? What is the number sentence now? So the amount of the shoes is 308 and 35 centavos. He only have 189.50 centavos. So meaning to say, we are going to subtract 189 and 50 centavos from 308 pesos. That is now our number sentence. Then we go to step 3. You carry out your plan now. What are you going to do is, we have said that you are going to subtract. So what are you going to subtract? The amount of the shoes and the amount that Wally saved. Then what is the difference now? We have 118 and 85 centavos. That is now the amount that he still need to buy the shoes. Okay, we already answered the problem. So how much is the amount that he still need to buy? We have 100. How much is the amount that he still need in order for him to buy the shoes? We have 118 pesos and 85 centavos. Then we go to step 4. You look back. You try to check. Is your answer correct? What are we going to do? Of course, we are going to add now the amount that Wally saved and also the amount that he still need to save, or the amount that the money that he still need in order to buy the amount of the shoes, that is 308 and 35 centavos. So you add now the difference, 118 pesos and 85 centavos added to the subtrahend, that is 189 and 50 centavos. So our sum now is equal to 308 and 35 centavos. So meaning to say, our answer is correct. So from our discussion, from the different examples that we have discussed a while back, what are the 4 steps in solving routine and non-routine problems involving addition and subtraction of decimals?
Wow!
Very good. So the steps that we are referring to is step 1, understand the problem. How are you going to understand? Answer the 3 questions. What does the problem wants us to know? What are the given facts that will help us answer the problem? And what is and are the hidden questions? Then step 2, make a plan. How are you going to make a plan? What operations or operation are we going to use? Are we going to add, subtract, divide, or multiply? Then letter B, what is the number sentence? After that, we go to step 3, carry out the plan. Meaning to say, we are going to solve now. Then step 4, look back. Is our answer correct? By how? By checking our answer. Looking back if our answer is correct. Aside from the 4 steps, what are the other strategies that we can use in solving worded problem? Yes, in solving word problems, we can also do different strategies such as the following: finding the pattern, making a table, drawing a picture or block model, working backward, trial and error, guess and check, then finding keywords and clue words. So always remember these strategies. So it's up to you if what are you going to use or depending on the problem. How did you understand the problem? So for your activity today, you try to answer this one. So you try to fill in the data that is needed basing from the given information. So in 2011, people perish due to a typhoon. Ibig sabihin, maraming tao ang namatay. So in Bicol, there are 5 people, and Metro Manila, there are 2 more than Bicol's number. Then in Car, tries as Bicol's number. How many victims were there all together? So from the word all together, what operation you are going to add? So you fill in the information that is needed. Then you write your final answers.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so let's try to check your answers. So it was mentioned that in Bicol, there are 5 people. Metro Manila, sabi niya 2 more than Bicol's number. Meaning to say you are going to add 2 from the number of Bicol. So it will give you 7. Then in Car, thrice. What do we mean thrice? Tatlong beses sa number ng Bicol. So how much is the number of Bicol? We have 5. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15. Then after that, you are going to add the total. So that will give you 27 people. 27 people died during the typhoon. So that's all for today. I hope you understood our lesson for today. So for you to apply, you try to solve the problem that I'm going to flash. Here now is your assignment. So you try to solve this one, then you send it to me online. So, Grace spent 184 pesos and 35 centavos for a box of chocolate and 12 pesos and 90 centavos for a box of handkerchiefs. She gave her sister 125 pesos. The money left to her was 127 pesos and 75 centavos. How much did she have at first? So you apply the 4 steps. Understand, make a plan, carry out the plan, and